It's
there
not.
It goes,
Yeah, it's not
it's
like.
It's alive.
My favorite opening in this position is actually flare here, king forward. The only problem is after pawn forward, you'd actually end up having to move the hearth back. But in that case, you should probably just move to the side. But the idea is just get your king there, and it doesn't matter that you spent a turn moving the hearth. You just want that shit lined up. Or you could do something completely different. We'll see.
Sorry, I'm confused.
The storm's heavy, but the wind's not. That's not bad.
Like that?
Mm-hmm. Because the beauty of it is, once you move forward and try to fire this ember, you can jump lilac out with check.
Hello, Merlin.
Hey guys.
What's up?
Doing alright?
Oh no. Scorpion's here too.
Scorpio. I'm playing. So, up until about 2 seconds ago, it was not a lot of us, so we got through the covering the rules, and right now, Roland and Liberty are playing a match. Okay.
She seems deep in thought. I'm playing white as medieval.
Black is Twin Suns.
Book butterfly.
Merlin, Scorpio, and Furlikins, would you three want to go over the rules and look at that?
Yeah, that sounds good right now.
Alright. Merlin, Scorpio, do you have the rule books open up in a separate tab, or do we want to go over them together? I will let you grab them.
Oh, okay.
January, January, January. Yep, Twin Suns, I have it now.
Where's the Twin Suns, we'll say?
Going to playtest resources, and you have to scroll up some.
Okay.
The reinforcing response to this, I think, is kind of hilarious. But you don't really need to because lilac has it covered. Okay.
Merlin, Scorpio, and Furlikins, do you have any questions about the Twin Suns rules?
Alright, so you left the hearth hanging. I didn't notice for a turn. You left the ember hanging after moving this forward because it needed a little bit more reinforcement.
The hearth isn't hanging, it's got the ember. But the hearth for bishop trade is trading down.
Yeah, it's pretty abysmal.
Yeah, Brad, is there any sort of like thing that like has like the point values for each of these in this game, like for how much like they're running?
No.
Right.
But a knight and a bishop are considered are roughly the same value, and a hearth and a flare are worth more than a knight. are clearly worth more than a knight, so they are worth more than a bishop. I believe we are currently assessing them at about the value of a rook.
No, the hearth. Are we asking about the hearth or the flares, first of all?
Hearth right now.
Okay, hearth is worth about 7 points, so it's as much stronger than a rook as a rook is to a bishop.
So by like 2 points, yeah.
You moved your ember illegally. No, you didn't. I'm stupid. I thought you captured a piece. My bad. I'm the one moving things illegally in my head. Check. Let me make sure I'm taking out the data storage, not my microphone. You guys can still hear me, right?
Yes.
Good. How about now? Nope. Yes? No? It broke everything.
And Merlin, Scorpio, and Filicans, if any of you are ready to play a game, we can move into another voice.
I'm currently playing a game of Magic, but that's soon over. If you want to see,
Hello? Yep,
I
it's
won't be
working.
ready to play games, right? 'Cause I gotta go.
if you want to see what the end board is.
Alright, Filicans.
I think I'll start here. Yeah, that sounds reasonable. They're wounded. Press the advantage. Excuse me?
That's how that works.
No. What did I just hear?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that checks.
I'm blind to sister and we're eating. Come eat if you want to while staring over my shoulder to see if I'm doing anything that interests him.
Was it the older little brother or the youngest little brother?
It was the smallest of them all.
The littlest brother.
Okay.
That's pretty unfortunate.
Part of it.
There isn't even a retaliation attack this time.
No.
Oh boy. Oh dear. Oh boy, oh dear.
Liberty, your flare that is next to Aurora can orbit to be in a better position to target the bishop.
He's talking about here, I think?
Yes.
Dragon is what is orthogonically? Is orthogonically mean diagonally?
No.
No, it doesn't mean vertical horizontal.
Yes, orthogonal is vertical, horizontal. Diagonal is diagonals.
Okay.
Tiptoe through the tulips by the garden of the willow tree. Tiptoe through the tulips. Check. Check. Oh. Hmm. Yeah, I think I'm still gonna castle. This is my totem pole. If you don't have a chest totem pole, what are you doing with your life?
Wow.
The good news is you have this file fairly locked down in your board, so it's not really that useful to me. So,
Till you put a rook in that file.
yeah, if I have a rook on this file, it can't really move in. It still just protects everything if I move something else in. But it's not fantastic yet. It could be, but it's not yet.
Merlin, are you ready to try a match?
Sure.
Alright.
So,
Yeah? Oh, hi. Check.
Alright, Merlin, I'm sending you a link.
how about it is just over soon.
Mm-hmm.
Why's the board so small?
Check. What do you mean, why is the board so small?
I mean, on this screen. Not yours.
Oh, I mean, it's kind of taking up almost the entire screen. It's not perfect, but...
Okay, Merlin, you just saw me place down white tiles on the edge of the board, right?
Yeah?
Alright, cool. So we're in the same room.
Oh, you're actually playing your game. My bad.
Ah, you moved it.
I clicked on it and it disappeared.
Okay, so with this
Oh.
spot, if you select the
Check.
piece, you can move it. And if you move it to where there's another piece, it captures it.
Wait, what did you move?
Queen
So
capture
you want to
Aurora.
play as...
Yep.
Here,
I have...
Mark, or Merlin, we'll go into game 1 VC for right now.
Alright.
Your daughters lay before you, their flames smoldering.
I failed them once again.
That's nice.
Check.
That's dirty.
Hmm.
If your king was still in the starting square, there was in this exact position a move possible. That I think it works. It was then flare from there to where the king is now.
Hmm. Check. One... Yeah, there was only one legal move. Check, not mate, still, because of this square.
This is ridiculous.
Still no mate.
Nope, still no mate. You're holding on. I believe in
I'm
you.
running away.
You got this. It'll be
Your,
fine.
your hope is unfounded.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
I think it's gonna be fine.
This is not going to be fine.
It's gonna be fine. Just trust the just.
Look at my one-man wooden shield.
Well, okay, that bishop is undefended.
But yeah, but so is the knight. Check.
King has to move to the back rank. That's illegal.
Oh, no, I can't do that.
Yeah, choose one of two moves.
Check. Oh, not bad.
You have the queen.
Feel a certain sense of accomplishment.
Yeah, but it will not really help at this point of the game. Well, I can capture something.
What would you like to capture? There you go.
I need to make sure that was how that moved.
Yes. You did that correctly. It's a rook. By default. And then if it captures something without, or it moves without capturing something, it turns into an ember.
Wait, if you move one of those pieces to the back rank of the opponent, will then become a fire earth?
Yes. Because they
Nice.
instantly demote and then promote.
But
The fuck?
Nope. Sorry.
Can I have my rook back? Thanks.
Sorry.
It's okay.
wait, there is a move that saves your that I think can capture a piece. No, it does not do so. Can do check. Which captures one.
Roland, I have a real quick question.
Yeah, what's up?
For keeping PGN purposes, where would you put like the rank of the, like let's say the leftmost rook? Like how would you name the PGNs? How would you name the ranks?
Well, your ranks start with A, which currently only has 2 squares.
Okay.
So your leftmost square isn't actually a
B2.
rook, it's a wall.
Okay.
No, it's B1.
So okay, so that's B1. Okay.
Can you even orbit? Yeah, you have an orbit move.
Yeah, but it's to here.
No, to the
And
other
here.
side of the board. No, to one.
The other one's off the board.
Damn it! I thought it was diagonal from the rightmost ember.
Yeah, my pawns are in the way of the orbits. But you can still move here anyway, because the ember can capture. If you want to lose
Yeah,
it.
I'm thinking about just ember flare captures. One of the bounds, at least.
At this point, should I even go for mate? Should I just be going for bear king roll? Maybe.
Probably. Wait, if you tried your rook for that flare, that ember, you basically freeze that chancellor. Due to it cannot capture and it cannot move or be demoted.
Yeah, it doesn't exactly get to exist like it wants to. The thing is, a flare for rook trade is about even. So, I was perfectly fine with that.
Interesting mate here.
Not worried about mate.
Now, rook on the 6th row. Titan. Get your Titan on the 7th rank.
He's getting in the game. Also, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That was the 8th rank. Oh, with
No,
check.
I mean the 8th column. The 7th column. On the E line, one in front of the king. 2 in front of the Titan. On the other side.
Check.
those two pawns just trapped the consulator. You still have a knife hanging.
It doesn't matter. Besides, maybe this game is a little bit more fun with the conflagration collecting things.
Then you immediately get me.
With what?
Pawn.
Which only captures like this?
Darn.
There is a move here that's kinda... Yeah, you now... B3 is the winning move, even. Due to the consulator cannot move, and you just take with the king. Or titan. It protects the pawn, and if it moves, it loses its red moves.
It can still go down here and promote to a Fireheart.
Yeah, but even then, you literally trap it with the king. Oh, almost. Can a king trap it? I think it can.
I think promoting a pawn is going to be faster than that. The important part is
Yeah.
the conflagration's basically out of the game.
Yeah, I would even just over a rook for a consulator trade.
You really think just hard forcing it? Not that way.
Yeah, no, not even that way. On the king's, you move the king one to the side, and then, or now you can, yeah, that move is,
Yeah, sure.
It also allows your pawn to promote.
It does. The conflagration. The name sounds French. I wonder if conflagration is a French word.
Yeah, this is gonna just end in king's barrel due to the rook even covers the Fireheart's moves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a Fireheart.
Yeah, we don't even have to change what it looks like. We'll just know that's a Fireheart.
Well,
Yeah,
it's not like there are any other pieces to get it mixed up with.
It's even simpler. King E4, King D3, King C3, King B2. Yeah. Or just... just capture and over. Game over.
Well, she technically gets one more turn before she dies.
Well, I captured her own king. All the pieces off away.
Because Bear King rule triggers at the end of your turn in order to prevent, since we currently are not using the check rule, since Bear King rule triggers at the end of your turn, the person who's out of pieces. If someone, here, just for example, if I did this, you can still kill me back before the end of your turn and win the game, even with the Bear King.
Yeah.
But, basically, if you just think of check rules, you don't even have to worry about that.
Like, if the king somehow can summon another piece. You're,
Most of the
if
time,
that's your move, then you're not that backing rule.
you're right. In the Shogun's matchup, that matters.
Until that piece just immediately gets captured. Kind of recaptured.
So you basically... Huh,
Oh, no.
that's wild.
Oh,
You just pointed something out that needs to be written down in the Shogun's notes in the document. Thank you, Scorpion. Note. Note. Okay. Actually, let's just go back to here. New tab. New mentions. If it takes player 1... If player 1 takes the last immutable piece of opponent, on the next turn player 2's turn takes last non-immutable piece. Is it a draw? No, because, player 2 ends their turn with no pieces first.
Wait, what about that pieces in your hand that
Okay.
are not, let's say...
This is his question, right? And also, pieces in hand, whether or not they count, is also a ruling issue that needs to be specified. He's asking, if I capture the black pawn, and then the black king captures the white pawn, is it a draw or who wins? The answer is black's turn ends with 0 pieces of his on the board first, so black loses by half a turn. Because if we go back,
I think it should
black
be
pawn died
that
first.
if both players, and if both players have only the titan on the board and no immutable pieces on the non-immutable pieces on the board, the game is a draw regardless of you have pieces in your hand or so.
yeah, in this position, as you're approaching this, it's essentially a race by half a turn to capture
Yeah,
the last piece. That's what the game
that's-
becomes.
Yeah, but if it's like if on the if the other can capture also your last piece on the next turn, on their next turn, the game is a draw due to they lose, but you immediately lose. But it's, you,
Because
you have to, yeah.
think about it this way. There's two ways this board state rolls out. Either A, with our slightly modified Bear King rule in order to account for the fact that we don't use check, or with normal check rules. With normal check rules, the moment you run out of pieces, you lose, so the board actually looks like this. White wins with one pawn and a king remaining, and black has nothing. So this is white not... Black loses by Bear King rule. Here. As opposed to with our version, which is supposed to be functionally the same, and still allow us to use the overtime rules and have rules consistency.
I think if you're out of pieces and you capture the last piece of the opponent that matters, the game is a draw. Due to both.
Okay.
Just how is a white supposed to mate with no other pieces on the board?
It's not about mating. The king cannot stand alone. White captures this, game over. This is winning by Bear King rule. White has a piece, black doesn't.
In this situation, also white has taken one half of a move more than black. So I think that if this same situation but the color switched, then it's black's win. Otherwise, it's a draw due to black and also.
Okay,
so
if black captures first, black wins.
And the turn both players have the same number of moves.
What do you mean same number of moves? Black wins due to Bear King rule
Yeah,
because black has a piece and white doesn't.
Black always goes second.
Yes.
So white has just took one turn too long to capture that last piece. Like both players have moved 17 moves or so.
I see what you're trying to say. So you're saying if black does it, then it's probably the sign of black actually gaining some sort of advantage. But if white does it, then it's white's inevitability, right?
I could just check for Bear King rule at the end of the last player in turn order.
In Shatranj, this would be a draw. I can see the point of it in this way. This is one of the things I want to test with FSF. Hold on.
That you only check Bear King rules for each player at the end of the last player in the cycle of everyone has moved. So that if two or more players have no other pieces than the Titan and the middle pieces, they all lose at the same time.
So, yeah, Vladimir Kramnik and the DeepMind team did not test Bear King rule when they were doing their sets. Because I want to see Bear King rule with that and Bear King without that to compare the white-black win-loss. In fact, I want to use the entire...
Because if you do it like that, then players should have done the same number of moves. Instead of one player just...
White will always have one more move than black, or they will have the same number of moves. That is the nature of chess when you take turns making moves.
That's true.
Lord.
How did you... It's a win unless the opponent can capture your last piece on their next move.
That's how it works in Shatranj.
Yeah, you have to survive one extra. You have to survive one extra turn of not moving. Yikes.
I'm thinking. Bear King counts as a win, provided that your king cannot be bared on the very next move in Shatranj. 2 Bear Kings, see above, counts as a draw.
So you have, if the opponent has Bear King, you have to pass a turn. If you're then also Bear King, it's a draw.
Yeah, that's how it works in Shatranj. I understand. I'm just sitting here thinking about the actual consequences of both rule sets and their differences. It's a very minute difference that will come up in a very small number of games, but it is one of those fringe cases that a complete game would have covered and understand which side of the fence it wants to be on. So since I'm designing this, I have to make a decision. But what I really want to do is, to me, I think there's a kind of elegance to it being a race. And this one rule might be the tipping point in combination with everything else we've done that makes this game solvably a win for white rather than a draw. Because chess is, if with infinite computing power, it's a draw.
No, in chess it's a draw if you cannot mate the opponent.
Yeah.
If they play the most ever. So they are just, even if they're playing to mate themselves, you cannot mate them.
So, in chess,
Yeah, true. Yeah, in an equal game, you don't want to win someone just because they just, like, if it's... Yeah. Yeah, a bad example is like that you win due to it's rook against rook and you trade, and your move, you take their rook, their king can take your rook on their next move, but because of their king you win the game, well, one turn, that's like, what? That's a drawn position, I can capture that rook, and but why do I lose if I can capture your last piece as well?
you have to work to not have your piece get pinned. And they can always threaten either a fork or a pin to win the game, even if they can't mate you. And then it just becomes both players trying to threaten forks and pins, such as Queen versus Leviathan or a couple of pawns, in order to capture the enemy piece first until the 50-move rule draw.
Yeah,
And there's still tactics, there's still things like Zugzwang. It's basically just now you have two pieces you have to avoid getting quote-unquote mated. And if either piece gets quote-unquote mated, you lose. So basically you could treat my targeting of the enemy pawn as check, then the opponent deciding to do something other than quote-unquote move their pawn out of check, such as retargeting my pawn, causes them to lose the game, because there was nothing they could do to avoid their pawn dying when it was the last piece on the board. So if you follow that chain, that line of reasoning, it still makes complete sense if it is a loss, while it also would make complete sense for it to be a draw. Both are logical, so it's really just a game balance decision, where you are trying to take away win percentage for white and turn it into draw percentage. Black's win percentage stays the same in this world. None of the other rules are changing here.
Well, actually, even in the case of black, it's still if in that same with kings and pawns both, it still is that if black captures first, but then white captures their last piece on their next turn as well, then it's also a draw.
Did someone just join?
And left.
Merlin left? Because I'm sitting here thinking about this. So, let's look at it one turn back. You could imagine that any movement that targets a piece could be considered a check. So if it's white to move, this would be check. And then black, unable to get out of check, so that pawn is essentially checkmated. It would still be a victory in this position, using bear king counts as check, which is another rule set variant that exists, where the last piece gets treated just like the king.
In this situation, black checks back with Titan moving.
In this situation, if you're using check and checkmate, the pawn has no way to escape, because the king targets everything,
Moving backwards.
and it's already mate.
Moving backwards twice. And then you move the king forward once, and white's in 6-1. This is a position that black just wins. You move pawn back, white
cannot move backwards.
Shoot. Shoot. If they could move backwards, if the pawns could move backwards, this is a win for black. If you you move the pawn one back, the white king has to follow, because black is threatening just check due to
There we go. So yeah, the pawn... That pawn is on the battlefield, so it can move sideways using its battlefield movement, but it's not... Yeah. Being able to move backwards, we proved, was a problem long ago.
Yeah, but if it was a piece that could move backwards, then that would, on the battlefield, it would be a win for black. So you move your pawn twice backwards, and then move your king once forward. And white has no way to defend their own pawn.
So you're saying if it could move backwards and only on the battlefield, so we wouldn't even consider the fact that if it could move backwards, these probably would be targeting each other, and the pawn would just capture the black pawn.
Well, if that's also not possible, like, it could only move backwards when on the battlefield and not on the player's territory.
Okay, yes, but...
You move one backwards, the white king has to follow because black is threatening to move their king forwards to just capture. Then white has to... You move again backwards.
Mm-hmm.
White has to move forwards, and now you move the king forwards. And white has no moves to protect the pawn.
I mean, white's already protecting the pawn. Oh,
No,
you're
but-
saying due to Zugzwang?
Yeah, white has to move.
Yeah, that's fair. I see what you're trying to say, and I see what you're pointing out, but I also want to point out, in the world where pawns can move backwards, half of those worlds that this pawn can just capture here if it's just a battlefield thing.
Yeah, yoink.
I mean, after this.
The normal move backwards is the more self-inducing one. You're not even capturing it.
Okay, so you're just talking about the position at this point. I'm still worried about the rule.
Yeah, true.
But yes, you can treat Bear King as the last piece as if it would be checked. And if you're using that rule set, this is checkmate, long before the Black King is even approaching the White King. So
Yeah.
there's like 3 separate steps of, you can call it a win for White here. You could... Oh. You can call it a... Black moves here. You can call it a win for White here. And then you can call it a win for White here because Black's turn ends and then he has nothing.
Yeah, but then...
Depending which rule set. But at the same time, if you fully...
If you follow that...
Oh my god.
Wait. Yeah. Like...
Yes, I am just rephrasing the same rule. And it produces the same result. I'm pointing out different ways it is framed because these are different ways that different games have phrased the rule to call it at different points. But it, in any case, this could be a win for White or it's a draw, depending.
Yeah.
And it's just based on a design decision. For example, terrible example, in CEO, if somehow they haven't run out of morale at this point, probably Black's gonna lose that last piece of morale.
Well, no. Even then, it's possible that this move is a win for Black after White captures the pawn. Pawns are also 0 worth, so...
That's true. So it won't matter at all.
No, but if it was another piece that was a point worth, even then it could be a draw due to the fan player adds value to your own king.
Yeah, we'll just pretend both of these are like X-Men plus or something.
Yeah, but
Anyways.
then the Black King could have value, and then both players... If both kings have the same value and both players have the same morale left, White loses.
Why?
You get to the 50 remove is in CEOs. Both players lose one morale at the start of their turn.
Is it
Yes,
just after move 50 or does it have to be 50 moves without a capture?
No, just 50 moves, then you just lose one morale every single turn.
I still don't necessarily like
No,
that.
but that prevents a draw, what normally would be seen as a draw. But that prevents that because the clock is then ticking.
Okay.
It might be possible to infinitely play it out, but it's kind of hard.
You would have to
You
find a
would
very
have to
specific
see-
sylph loop.
Yeah, you would have to summon a sylph every single turn, using the it costs 1 morale to do so. So if they catch it back, you're losing morale.
Yes, but if you're using, no, I'm just referring to you, doesn't it gain morale when you gain a piece's when a piece gains value, like the wind elemental?
Yeah, you gain, the sylph is, the sylph 0 is value 0.
Mm-hmm.
So it don't even gain, and it costs one morale to summon it.
I'm not saying wind elemental summoning a sylph, I'm saying when the sylph improves itself. I'm asking for a clarification.
Yeah, that is, you get 2 additional.
Okay.
For that, even the sylph 3 promotes to elemental, also improves by 2 points. One elemental, 1 is 7 points.
Okay.
And then it's 9, 11, 13. And after that, it's stuff.
Well, in any case, thank you. I'm gonna go check in on Joseph and their call, see what's going on. Care to join me?
Sure.
Raid the voice chat.
No, it's my turn.
Right.
We're coming.
Oh no.
Liberty, I just saw that.
Oh, no,
Every pod noise image.
Yeah. But Marilyn said it in the beginning, and then I was like, well, now I have to make this. It's very
But
bad.
post it in random.
That's in random.
Yes.
Alright. Ooh, this
I kind
game
of want it to be an emoji.
is still going on.
We'll make it an emoji. It'll be an emoji at some point. Liam's the one who knows how to make emoji.
Yeah, he is.
No. Can I play a game of
Yeah, here, Roland, do you want to play a game with Scorpion?
Yeah, I'll play a game with Scorpion.
want to lose again?
Excuse me?
Marlon,
Okay, we're moving to games 2 voice chat. He just declared war. I am not gonna take that standing down. Or sitting, you know what I mean.
Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
I beat you 2 times with them.
I don't care how many times you beat me. I thought I made this 14. I did, I just accidentally fucked up my sizing. There we go. Alright. It's 1 square too small, by the way. There we go.
So I'm back just...
Just cuz. Do you want to do like a full game rather than just throwing it together as fast as possible? Because that's what I'm doing here. Usually, doing it this way, just throwing a board down and throwing an army down, lets your opponent set everything up as quickly as possible with this. But if you want to do the full setup of, hey, decide who goes first, decide who goes second, player who goes second picks the board.
I'm just gonna...
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay,
Your turn.
I see.
You little... So those 2 were flowers.
Yep.
And which one is the A or the L?
This is Aurora. This is Lilac.
Okay. Aurora is... Okay, yeah, they're both.
They both move as an Amazon. Aurora can only capture with the Knight movement. Lilac can only capture with the Queen movement, and both can orbit pieces.
I'm just gonna...
Okay.
Yeah,
Pow! Check.
What? Hey, that's a capture!
It is.
Fuck that king. You cannot do something bad again, right, to,
Not
So
unless,
now-
not without an Ember here. Yeah, this
Okay.
Ember's unprotected. Don't worry about that. That's not the problem here.
Yeah, I could capture check.
Mm-hmm.
I do bishop.
Ah, you're doing Bishop. Okay.
That's annoying.
Yes, yes it is. Just gotta reload the flame cannon.
Can it capture this one?
Yes, it only captures that square. Okay.
You reloading?
Look, I'm just starting this off right. Check.
Back. Wait. Can this capture like the queen?
No.
Okay, check.
Mm.
How's that?
Well, it's kind of not terrible. Pretty decent move, we'll say, we'll say. Let's go ahead and start here. Oh, not there, there.
That is the piece that captures as a queen but moves as a knight.
Yes, it can still move as a queen, to be clear. So it's a queen that can also jump to the knight squares without capturing.
At any point castle as many times, yeah. Yay.
Yes.
This is move as knight and capture as queen plus knight's move, and this one is
The opposite.
as knight yeah, opposite. So wait, you're only I'm
Interesting.
it's there.
Orbit? No, not there. Here.
Yep. I could be very aggressive. But
could.
that would leave that quite undefended.
Probably.
Wait a minute. Check.
Okay.
Why are you so annoying?
Because I know how to play.
Just check.
Alright. Who's thirsty? Let's start here. Check. Now I have to decide which one to do. I'm sorry if I'm playing too aggressive. You upset me earlier. So I'm trying to do something about it.
No problem. I have captured the it only captures as a knight.
Yes, it only captures as a knight. That is correct. Okay. I just go here. Then you go here, then I go here, and you can't move back due to co. Can't move here. Okay. Yeah, I start here. Orbit. Check. Not quite mate yet. Can't capture due to conflagration.
And I captured the
I mean, yeah, you can kill Aurora if you want, but you're gonna die.
Then you're gonna die!
But I kill you first by one turn. Okay. Now, all that being said, there's a method to my madness, and there's a madness to my method.
If not, turn on.
Check. Oh, I almost had mate. I completely missed that. That would have been beautiful.
Well, do I not capture then with Bishop?
Yes, but,
Oh, this what? Yeah,
I then get to move here and it's mate.
yeah, true.
Well, no,
Oh,
because
well.
then this would die, so we're good.
Oh, yeah! Are you happy you did not see that?
No, it still would have been worth it.
Wait! This, I captured with pawn. Nothing going up.
Yeah, nothing really happens there. But it's okay. You know why? Okay, so I have to protect this and put you in check. And I have orbits to maybe do so.
I don't see any orbits. And do I not threaten your, Lyra?
Aurora? No, Aurora's not trapped.
Well, I want to do that.
Huh.
Yes.
One sec, I have to read a little bit. Because this is one of those cases where I probably have a win, but it's going to be by a very slim margin. Because every square is gone, so if I could just put you in check somehow with something else, I'd be fine. The problem is every single piece that could do that is currently involved. Oh, that's a move. Check. We'll start there. We'll just unwind the position so nothing's hanging.
Wait. You protect that, there.
And Aurora covers there! Checkmate.
Ah, screw you!
No, I kill you first, therefore I win.
No, even worse. This. I have to move here. Can you move back?
Oh, just kill the knight. You finally have a square that you can move to, don't you? Yeah, you can move here. And then it's check. I already made the play, and then that's checkmate?
You captured the knight, and you move back, it's still checkmate.
Still the best Twin Sun players in the world, baby. Serious, this is literally my best battalion. when I get upset and play Twin Suns full tryhard, I wreck some shit, I tell you that. It's just, alright, I know the openings, I know the ins and outs, we just did human testing, I'm still fresh. You don't have opening knowledge. I have opening knowledge.
Let's just... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
I'm glad I exported early. Before you did that. Upload as file. Absolutely just made a scorpion winky face. Anyways, I'm gonna go watch the other game now.
Well, that's
All
just
right.
one way to...
Just got a good workout in.
I beat him again.
Who'd you
Merlin.
beat?
I beat Merlin again.
Okay.
Merlin, do you want to play a game as Twin Sons? Possibly against one of the other people?
Can play.
I mean, sure, if you want. I'm probably not gonna be any good at it, though.
Who do you want to play against?
It doesn't matter to me.
Did you guys actually get the game move file from the other game so we can review them in a bit?
You know, Roland, I knew I was getting something.
It's okay.
Who wants to play against Merlin?
I think Scorpion does.
I just deleted that. That's not good.
If you want to win a game, play against me.
Here. I'm just gonna stick it in game chat 1. So whoever wants to play with Mark, go into that.
Oh, this is one of the guys you know in real life?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm totally not trying to look up, Twin Sons Guide here real quick, so I know what everything does.
I mean,
Gotta have your cheat sheet.
Don't mind if I play Storm.
I completely forgot that True Titan and God of Tomatoes and Ice game, the three-way to determine who gets to keep the title of Titan, was on Greater Maze until I saw that screen cap.
Who won that?
We're still playing it,
You're
technically.
still playing it?
Yeah.
What is the matchup?
Which matchup?
The Priya player.
Okay. Someone called dibs on playing Merlin, or I'm placing a board.
Yeah.
What do you want to play, Alan?
It doesn't matter to me. I'm probably just gonna... It's my first game as this, so it's gonna be, really hard anyway. Oh, I figured out how to place blocks. Yeah.
No, hold on, not there.
Oh, no. What happened?
We're all fighting over fixing it. There you go.
Me against Merlin?
I think Liberty's playing.
Wait, what?
Who's on the board?
I also have a board.
Everybody has a board. That's why I wanted someone to call dibs so we didn't get confused.
I'm pretty sure I'm not playing.
Okay. That makes it Scorpion and
The
Merlin.
white square. I'm with the white square.
Okay. Merlin, I'm warning you now, Scorpion's a pretty good player.
Well, that's probably the
Pretty
worst
good.
matchup for me, then.
Hey. Look, I'm gonna cheer you on. When you show up at weightlifting, I don't care if you lift 10 pounds or 100 pounds. You're getting support. This is mental weightlifting. Let's go.
I'm just kind of happy my king can yeet the little flare guys.
That is the most fun part, honestly.
Eat those. Okay, but let's
I'll be
see.
right back, everybody.
Alright, you're white. Go first.
I'm gonna stop sharing my screen now.
I don't mind.
And these are inverted pawns, so they do this.
Yes, he
Okay.
understands.
I'm learning.
Hi.
And these guys, they do 3, right?
Yes.
How do they move?
Jump.
Same way?
Yes.
Yeah, same way.
Move and capture the same way.
Like this, they do this.
Also, Aurora of the Sun. Yes, this one?
Yes.
Okay.
No, this one is Lilac. This one is Aurora.
Okay.
This is the one that moves and captures like the queen.
So hold on, this one moves like a queen, but captures like a knight, and this one moves like a knight and captures like a queen?
Move and capture like knight, only move as queen. Move and captures queen, only move as knight.
So this move as a non-capture is possible.
I'm back. Beautiful people, I'm back.
Okay, your turn. I move this.
Lovely.
What the fuck?
No.
No, this doesn't move that way?
No.
Dang it!
2 squares away, and you're not in a position to be able to orbit a single square. I don't think you could.
No, you can never orbit a single square.
Okay.
Not orthogonal. Sometimes you can set yourself up to orbit singly.
Can I not orbit like this using that?
Or you could just move there as a flare.
Right. That's illegal.
How is it illegal? Move forward to capture.
Move diagonal to move.
Yes.
No, hold on.
And this one was undefended.
Joseph, you're getting confused.
Was there a
Wait,
piece there
it's
that you captured?
illegal.
Yes, you
Yeah.
killed a pawn.
Oh, okay.
I bit a pawn.
I didn't realize the pawn had gone forward.
I'm just doing what Aurora was this one? I keep getting forget.
Yeah,
Which one was moving only as a knight, not capturing as knight?
This one moves as a knight, right? So it can go here.
Mm-hmm. But it's
and
not
it can attack the
targeting.
queen.
It cannot attack the queen.
Yeah, it can't do that.
Okay.
But it could do this.
I'm putting this one as to keep. Oh, that's my life. Okay, yeah, I know. Yeah.
I'll be right back.
And
You're not
these guys
doing
are
terribly,
rooks,
Merlin.
right?
Yes,
These
but if
guys
they
are like rooks.
they move like rooks, but if they move and the move doesn't capture, they turn into an ember.
Yeah, okay. So I have to be really careful with them.
They can also capture your own embers to move.
Interesting.
So if you want, your first 7 turns can just be self-capturing all your embers with the conflagration.
That would lead very fast into
So that probably would not be a good move.
No, but I'm saying it's an opening.
It's a possibility.
It's like playing the diamond, but way worse because you're killing off your pieces. Are you familiar with the diamond?
No.
The diamond opening is where you move your knight out, then move your knight forward, then move your knight back, and then put the diamond and finish it. Those are your first 4 moves.
literally that.
It's a great opening, promise.
Liar.
You also have this pointy diamond.
Don't think that's how diamonds work.
It's really
It's a
pretty
lot
though.
longer also.
It's a rotating diamond.
It also takes a lot longer.
Let it rip. It's a Beyblade.
It's a big
It's a Beyblade.
Alright, so this guy, he orbits around these 3, right? And
Yes.
this one can move around it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that this one, in theory, could move here. Because
No?
No, it's this one.
Okay. Put the hearth back. See these 3 pieces? These 3 pieces can orbit these 3 pieces.
I don't see what you're doing.
Oh, fuck.
You're not making arrows.
Yep, I'm in the spectator mode. Hold on. Let me just share my screen real quick because you aren't watching me on Twitch, you hooligans.
I'm gonna have to Twitch. Whatever.
Alright,
Okay.
so these 3 pieces
Right.
can orbit around these 3 pieces. So the center is always King Prometheus or his daughters Lilac and Aurora, and the pieces that can orbit around those centers are the flares and the hearth.
Hmm.
Does that help? Did that answer your question?
Kinda. Only kinda.
If you'd like, I can give you examples.
It's gonna be a long game.
You don't have a lot of examples in this board state, though. Hi, Lilac.
It's threatening a pawn, but that's about it.
Tis. But that pawn is hanging. To be fair. To be fair.
No, it's not.
Yeah, problem solved. So, the key to this matchup, right, as twin sons, the opponent technically has slightly more piece value than you, overall. They are up material, but you start up a bit of tempo, because their rooks cannot get into the game fast enough to matter for most of it. Meanwhile, every single one of your pieces can get into the game very quickly. So you need to be aggressive and press your advantage while your opponent is trying to defend, fend you off, and then get into endgame. And that has always been true, but at least now there's actual chess going on, other than just mating
The
puzzles.
other way is you just get demolished by the very aggressive player.
Yeah.
And if you wait long enough, you just lose.
Hmm.
Please do nothing, okay? Ah, screw you. Screw you. Was the bishop move better?
Maybe. This
Like
move is Gote, but you did a developing move that you wanted to do anyway. So technically, this move did 2 things. You castled out of check, and you developed your rook. So Doing two things with a move isn't a bad thing. I wouldn't
Also,
call this
also, rook, this is deadly.
You could
No,
argue...
no.
Yeah, bishop is probably better. I'm just gonna say bishop's better here. My bad.
Well,
Especially with the queen already protecting the pawn that the bishop would normally leave hanging with that move. Yeah, you're good.
yeah, true. Sassy. You can almost because I defended twice. I can move those two. But I'm not defending this. Unless I do this. This queen.
Roland, what does gote mean?
Gote and sente are Japanese terms in Go. Gote means making a move that gives your opponent the next turn of advantage. Essentially, they get to make any move they choose if your move is gote. But if you force them to respond to your move, it is sente. And that goes for an entire series of moves as well. So if you make a line and start a forced line of moves, if you make the last move, it's in gote, but if your opponent has to make the last forced move, it's sente, meaning you then get the next turn to maybe find another forced chain of moves. And you can continue to do this throughout the game, theoretically, and actually, you know, do stuff. It's why moving your queen out early is a bad thing. You give your opponent sente too often as they harass your queen.
So in chess, when you check your opponent, you're making a sente move.
Yes.
And when you block, or when you're in check, your next move will always be gote.
No, because your move...
Unless you can put them in check.
Yes.
No, even that, even not. Even if you just put a rook between a opponent's queen and your king, you're attacking them again.
Yes.
So they have to respond to that.
Yeah, so in this example, we were talking about moving the bishop in the way to block, and because you were moving your bishop in the way to block, and that bishop targets lilac, that check, even though it's a forced chain, it's still gote because the lilac would have had to move out of the way. Scorpion just chose not to make the move that would have given him sente from the exchange, and we were... yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
Are you just trying to help me, huh?
Yeah. Okay, yes, Scorpion.
Yes, but still.
Your queen is protecting that bishop there, but your queen is already targeting the flare. In this, if he moved in the current position,
That would be
current
so
position,
bad.
you're targeting his flare. If
Yeah,
he
that
moves,
would-
then it's trade instead of a loss.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm gonna point out that, isn't Merlin playing the Twin Suns?
Yes.
Okay.
I just drew an arrow. I was giving a suggestion.
Oh boy. I love how every time I make a move,
I'll
everyone...
be right back, everybody.
Your turn. Okay, that's... Yeah.
Hi.
That move.
So we have decided that this one moves like a queen but attacks like a knight, right?
Yes.
So I can move him. But he just can't attack anything.
Right.
Huh.
Yeah, what does look? Ah, God damn it. Okay.
You're still fine here, Merlin. Just capture it with your hearth.
Wait, you mean this guy can move here?
No, that's your fine.
That move. Got it.
Yay! I figured out how to move it. Shit.
There. Farming. Oh. Yeah, it's Lily. That's how you know we got it. That's fun.
Can the hearth orbit around the queen? So I can move him. I can move him here.
Yeah.
Does it have to be
No,
right
you
here?
Yeah.
Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here.
Yeah.
Here. So,
No,
yes, he can, but not right now.
Yeah, also Lily if is under attack.
Hmm.
However, she can't. She's under attack. Um,
This one was targeted.
yeah, no. So, I do this. Like,
Oh,
Huh.
secure.
Lilac is stronger than a queen, though, so technically you're trading down.
No, well, in this situation, the problem is
Just these can move back, yes.
Okay. Can they attack forward as well as back?
only forward.
Only forward, but they can move back.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, sack that. Chucky. Jack.
Now we're back to the same problem.
I'm almost threatening mate.
I'm gonna head out.
Alright, bye, Liberty.
Bye.
Bye.
Jack.
Yeah, I know, but it... Why does it not delete the arrows? There we go. I don't think I have a choice in the matter.
Here you are. Right there. Action. You cannot capture that, so you're stupid.
Okay, now save Lilac. Or, no, wait, no, that is checked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just get out of it. Get him out. Oh wait, yeah, that's not fun.
Oi. I'm back.
He vanished.
I did. When the world needed me most.
Maybe. Also, is this a bit over? Kill?
Are you referring to the board state?
Yes.
I mean, it's not completely lost, but it
Are
looks
you
pretty
sure about
fucking
that?
bad. No. Yes, it's gone. It's gone.
Okay, Mark, you
What?
should have saved your pieces before you tried taking pieces. Specifically taking pawns.
Shuck. Yeah, there's only one legal move here, and it results in mate in 1.
Mm-hmm.
No, sorry, you're crushing defeat. Even this position.
Eat.
This is the only.
Well, yeah, he can.
Yeah, I know.
He's just. He doesn't have to move out of check. He's just accepting it. Hey, he made 2 moves.
Is this the one you wanted?
Yeah. Sure. No.
Now, this is just mean. He's going to lose by Bear King and checkmate at almost the same time. Because there's
I can
only.
do it at the same time. I'm gonna do it at the
Bullied.
same time.
I'm being bullied. I
It's
need an
not-
adult.
It's not try. There is no other move.
Wait a minute, isn't it his turn?
Now it's yours.
Oh,
He captured with the knight.
there you go.
Check.
Why not capture with rook?
No, this is better.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Same time. Move your little king.
Homicidal king time.
That's suicidal.
Unless he lives, he's gonna kill something.
Wait. Why? Scorpion! You just threw. Well, not really. It's still Bear King loss.
It's like,
Yes.
yeah.
What do you mean he just threw?
If I can still move, even in checkmate, or in check,
Well, yeah,
because it's my
you
turn, and then I can
capture
just kill.
And then you lose by Bear King rule at the end of your turn.
Yeah. I told homicidal king he wanted blood.
it. So Merlin, earlier you had pieces here, or something like that. You should have maneuvered these pieces
Yeah, I was
so that
afraid
you
of
were
this
able
one.
to.
Yeah.
You should have been maneuvering these pieces to 1 save and 2 threaten with them instead of moving Ember over here to capture.
Alright. I am going to.
Wait, actually. Yeah, if you go to move 39 before white, move 39, I was literally, I think that maybe this was even winning. If you hadn't moved. You can see it on my screen. My life. Oh, wait, no. Damn. That's a knight to protect the square. Ah, that's so sweet. Oh, there's not. Yeah. If you look at that position, if it's black's turn to move, do you think black can win? Or
I
at
move-
least,
I move 39.
yeah. Instead of me playing that move, I play like this move. If you get to 38 from black, if I like push the pawn,
Oh, let's try out the variation.
this one, black, so
Yeah. You're asking if black can win from here?
yeah.
Lilac moves with check through the diagonal, first of all.
I was even thinking about this move, and then sacrifice it here.
No need to sacrifice. Don't let the queen get involved. Start with Lilac
But
here,
you
check.
take hers like that, and that's king has to move her, and then that's check again, and Lilac comes here. Or here, depending
Stop
on what.
putting arrows! Every time you do, it deletes my line. Alright, so... Only one good move? Really? A king into the corner or rook in the way with Lilac check?
This move. Yeah, it's just a variation. So the moves are this, or even this.
Mm-hmm. Knight in the way just dies.
Yeah, but you get one turn to just.
Well, no, it doesn't die because of the bishop. Or the queen, I mean. Queen protects knight.
You basically have to try. Yeah, you have to get rid of this one at least.
Well, no, Hearth can capture it. So you still go up a knight if you do that.
Earth bombs her, and you have to move in check of. Oof. If you do that move, your this one gets cured.
Why are you saying Lilac dies?
See, this. You capture like this. Make move. Only 2 possibilities.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna go with
So-
king forward.
So this.
Yeah.
It's not useful. This is even just threatening checkmate.
No, not mate. Pawn capture.
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake, yeah. So threatening mate in 1? Rook forward 1 stops it.
No, it doesn't, because the hearth just captures the king.
No, you
No,
just move
rook forward
this.
1 now. It's white to play. Before the hearth moves.
So you
Oh,
say
king in the
that-
corner? Oh, king in the
You
corner?
say, you say that if this move.
Yeah, but then the hearth just captures the rook, and it's just
No,
a dead rook.
I think you do this move.
Why not hearth capture rook? Lilac has it covered, and now you're just
Yeah.
up another rook.
Yeah, it'd be hearth captures rook.
You don't threatening this, but you're threatening this.
Which is just as bad.
Yeah, you're not gonna, you have to move the king away.
Which, in this case, moving the king quote-unquote away is now towards the hearth. So yeah, moving the king into the corner...
You don't have a check where
No.
just recaptures with.
Hearth, to the same square. After king over. Move 42. Now if rook captures, lilac captures, threatening mate by capturing pawn.
Me too. You do Mr. Flair.
Yeah, this position is absolutely winning for black.
Wait.
Somebody messed with the main board. It's okay. Just go
Yeah,
back to your
okay.
branch.
Okay, let's see how long can you hold out for.
Who's starting another game on the same board?
I'm just playing with it.
Yes.
Why? You're not doing anything.
Yeah, we are.
Why can't I see anything then?
Okay, if you go to analysis, you'll see a bunch of moves that aren't bolded. That's what we're messing with. We're messing with theoretical branch lines
Yeah, I'm just
on the
trying
right
to-
side.
Okay, let's see. How are you gonna do it?
What the hell is
Ember. Ember forward here.
Yeah, but
I'll be back in a second.
Alright.
Steph. I really want to play this move.
But you can't.
No, I cannot.
Yeah, just move the ember in the way. Well,
Is that it?
yeah, I guess.
Or you could, capture the pawn with the king.
That's probably better. Maybe? I don't know.
Let's just do both. This is no option, but yeah, this is quite literally queen versus
Check.
queen versus 2.
There might be a very weird, issue going on here. Because you could just move the queen to the corner with check, now that the pawn's dead, in that position. And then here you can move the queen 1 away from the corner with check. And then ember moves back, and then queen can't move here due to ko? Yeah, that's how that works.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if you move then
No, can't do that.
yeah, you're also threatening this.
Yes. There are a lot. Black has mate in 1, so white every move has to be check.
Or defense both. Kinda is impossible.
Yeah.
That's one is losing.
And then the other way is just as losing.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's the
if
same
I
idea.
wasted, but in this position, instead of that move, this move is also another. It's one that just this move, d4, d6. A lot of cannot come in the game. Now you only have 2.
I suppose. Yeah, that's probably... The fact that it blocks Lilac from being able to join the fight as easily is huge. Because, yeah, Lilac is trapped now. Almost. The best Lilac can do if Lilac wants to get into the game is to back up.
Well, you can only move to those 3 squares. So
No, you can also move backwards onto your territory using your knight jump.
those are the moves.
And I think the knight jump one is the best bet.
Yeah, because then you're threatening the knight, and you're also able to move around on that back line better.
Which means, technically, it's Sente. So c7, d9. J10, F10. Okay. The knight die. Oh, it's check.
You can stick the flare in the way.
That would just trade
not the
queen.
No, not the heart, the flare.
Oh, using orbit.
Yeah.
While true, I'm not down for that. Just move the king forward 1.
Yeah, if you do that, I think white just captures your parts.
Yeah. So,
But then, okay, so hold on.
I7, I6.
Flare here.
Rook captures
Okay.
flare.
Okay, you do the attack move? Okay, I will,
Alright.
if I somehow can trade,
I was
Well-
trying... This formation with the king so forward and the flare and the hearth was really strong, and white had very low king safety. So all black has to do is get lilac in here, and it's probably game over.
I think instead of catching the flare, you move this. You cannot move that way. Oh, you can, but no, that would trade knight and queen for a lot of flare captures, and you force the trade.
Well, the king's in check, so he has to move out of the way a little bit, maybe? Best move. I actually really like moving the flare in the way here.
So that way.
Yeah.
This
Maybe,
move-
no, moving the king over still. I still don't like this line at all because you shouldn't have orbited the flare.
No,
King forward was better.
Yeah, this move.
I7, I6 on move 40. Hey.
If you go this variation, yeah, your best move is just to stick to move one those three, because otherwise if you move this one, you get checked. You cannot go to here because you just lose that. If you move there, now then you just lose that one. So you basically have to move. You can do that.
Look, this is going very poorly for black right now.
Yeah, I think.
I7, I6 was better. Move the king
Okay.
down instead of orbiting the flare in the way.
What is this move? You only have one move.
Alright, guys, I'm gonna take off. I'm gonna help my mom build a chicken coop.
Okay, this is you only have one move.
I'm rolling.
I'll see you guys next time. Maybe we'll play Frost Beast or something.
Yeah, I think Frost
Yeah,
is next.
Frost Beast is the plan next time. That would probably be on Sunday, though, if we do it next week.
Alright. See you later. Bye.
What do you have now? You only have one move.
I see that.
Hey, Roland, Scorpion, I'm gonna head out, too.
Look, right now, all white needs is one move that's not check. Or all black needs is one move that's not check because black is threatening mate. Right here. So, white's kind of screwed.
Yes, after. Or even deadlier. You can do that way.
What the hell?
You're in check.
Yes, so you move the king out of the way.
That's the only move.
Yeah.
So, white could just capture that.
It's true.
And nothing going on. But I want to see. You have to go to one of those. Yeah, this move already falls off because of capture here, queen there. And
Why are you
you're-
sacrificing your queen?
No, not directly. You first capture with knight this one. After king.
Oh, I see. The king has to move over first.
Wait,
Got it.
you might be able to do that. And just
Look, my
ignore.
intention was to analyze these games later because I need a nap right now. Damn it.
Okay, I will just.
Okay, well, I'm still going to export the
This is
new
a
version.
long game.
It is. It's very complicated and very tense. It's a knife's edge. Both players are, like, threatening to win really quickly.
Yeah. So how do I?
I already exported it. It's currently in scores and replays. See you, man.